Today I'm going to give you a complete local's guide to living in Queen Anne's County, Maryland. We are going to cover the top things to do, my favorite parks, the top rated schools, and go over some helpful stats about the area. Don't forget to check out the full article I wrote to go along with this video on livinginmaryland.com, the #1 resource for finding the perfect Maryland city that meets your unique needs. All right, so let's start with where Queen Anne's County actually is. If you look at a map of Maryland, you'll see it right there on the eastern shore, just across the Chesapeake Bay from Annapolis. And let me tell you, the location is perfect. You get that peaceful eastern shore vibe, but you're still close enough to hop over the Bay Bridge and get to DC, Baltimore, or Annapolis without too much trouble. Now let's talk about what makes this place awesome. First up, we have the Chesapeake Bay Bridge, which connects Queen Anne's County to the western part of the state. If you've never driven over this bridge before, let me tell you, it is an experience. Some people love it, some people hate it, but either way, it gives you some of the best views of the bay you'll ever see. Once you cross the bridge, you hit Kent Island, which is kind of like the heart of Queen Anne's County. This is where you'll find a lot of great restaurants, amazing waterfront views, and some of the best seafood spots in Maryland. If you like crab cakes, this is the place to be. You've got places like the Narrows, Fisherman's Inn, and Bridges Restaurant, all serving up some of the freshest seafood you can get. And if you're into boating or fishing, this is paradise. The Chesapeake Bay is right there, so whether you want to take a boat out for the day, go fishing, or just relax by the water, this is the perfect place to do it. Speaking of the water, one of my favorite spots in Queen Anne's County is Terrapin Nature Park. This place is absolutely beautiful. It's got a scenic trail that runs along the Chesapeake Bay, and you get some of the best views of the Bay Bridge from here. It's a great place for a walk, a bike ride, or just to relax and take in the scenery. And if you're a wildlife lover, you're in luck because you'll probably see all kinds of birds, turtles, and maybe even a deer or two. Another great spot is Mata Peak Beach. This is a public beach right on the bay, and it's perfect for a summer day. There's also a dog beach here, so if you have a pup, they're going to love it. And right next to the beach is the Mata Peak Clubhouse, which is a cool historic spot that sometimes hosts events. Now, if you like hiking and biking, you've got to check out the Cross Island Trail. This is a paved trail that stretches from Kent Narrows all the way to Terrapin Park. It's perfect for a bike ride or a jog, and since it runs through the woods and along the water, you get some amazing views along the way. All right, let's talk about some stats. Queen Anne's County has a population of around 50,000 people, so it's definitely not too crowded. It's got that small town feel, but still has plenty of conveniences. The median home price here is around $500,000, which is a little higher than some other parts of the Eastern Shore, but you're paying for that waterfront lifestyle and easy access to the Bay Bridge. Now, if you're wondering about schools, Queen Anne's County Public Schools are some of the best in the state. The county consistently ranks high for test scores, graduation rates, and teacher quality. If you're looking for a place with strong schools, this county definitely delivers. One thing I love about Queen Anne's County is all the small towns that make up the area. You've got Stevensville, which is right there after you cross the Bay Bridge and has a mix of historic charm and modern conveniences. Then there's Centerville, which is the county seat and has a beautiful historic district with old colonial style buildings. And you can't forget about Queenstown, which is known for its outlet mall where you can find some great shopping deals. And speaking of history, Queen Anne's County is packed with it. The area dates back to the 1600s, and there are plenty of historic sites to check out. One of my favorites is the Cray House in Stevensville, which is one of the oldest surviving post and plank houses in Maryland. There's also the Queenstown Colonial Courthouse, which is one of the oldest courthouses in the state. Now let's talk about food again, because I can't get enough of the seafood here. If you like waterfront dining, you've got so many great options. Harris Crab House is a must-visit spot right on the water where you can get all-you-can-eat crabs and some amazing views of the Kent Narrows. Another great spot is Annie's Paramount Steak and Seafood House, which has been around for a long time and has a really nice laid-back atmosphere. If you're into craft beer, Queen Anne's County has some great local breweries too. Cult Classic Brewing in Stevensville is a really fun spot. They have live music trivia nights and of course a great selection of local brews. Now what's the vibe like here? Well, if you like a laid-back lifestyle with plenty of access to nature and the water, this is the place for you. It's got that classic Eastern Shore feel where people are friendly and life moves just a little bit slower, but at the same time, you're not completely cut off from the action. You can get to Annapolis in about 30 minutes, Baltimore in about an hour, and DC in a little over an hour. One thing to keep in mind if you're thinking about moving here is the Bay Bridge traffic. If you're commuting to the Western Shore for work, you're probably going to hit some backups, especially on summer weekends when everyone is heading to the beaches. But a lot of locals just plan around it, and it's really not too bad once you get used to it. So is Queen Anne's County a good place to live? Absolutely. If you love the water, enjoy small town charm, but still want to be close to bigger cities, this place checks all the boxes. You've got great schools, amazing seafood, plenty of outdoor activities, and a relaxed lifestyle that's hard to beat. Don't forget to check out the full article I wrote for this area with additional links and resources on livinginmaryland.com, along with articles for hundreds of other Maryland cities. Our mission is to help you find the best city in Maryland that meets your unique needs. If you would like to have a conversation with one of our local real estate experts, just fill out the contact form below to get started.